Okay, another little subtle thing here that you'll see looking back at this figure, the mean test for U.S. boys was higher than the girls by 5 points. How's the actual difference compare the difference in the height shown below? So the actual difference, I guess we could let's look at the relative difference. So the relative difference would be the compared value, 484, which is the boys, minus the girls' value, 479, divided by the reference value, which is 479, times 100. And so this would give you your relative difference. How they're different, these scores are different relative to each other in a percentage form. So it'd be about 1%. So this would be about 1.04%. Now, here's the problem, though. Here's the problem. I know that's a very small percentage. Is that a 1% looking gap? That's not a 1% looking gap. That gap looks larger than 1% to me. And so basically, if you look at this, the reason is it starts at 460. It starts at 460. So instead of starting at 0, it starts at 460. And so what happens is, since you're starting at a higher number, you're basically zooming in on the graph and the gap looks a lot larger. And so basically the boys' height, let's look at the height of it, the boys' height would be 44 minus 460. That's how tall this bar is, and it's 24. The girls' bar would be 479 minus 460. So the girls' bar would be 19 units tall. Okay, and so then if we found the relative differences of the bars, 24 minus 19 divided by 19 times 100. I always forget about the times 100. So it'd be 5 divided by 19. So it'd be 26.32%. Okay, so that would be significant. So the gap between those two bars would, in reality, is a 26.32% difference. Okay, so this exaggerates the difference. So how does the actual difference compare the difference in the height shown? The actual difference is not as large as the bars show. And so you would say the graph exaggerates the actual difference. And that's really because it starts at 460. And so if it started at 0, then you would have a hard time seeing the difference. It'd be a 1% difference, and they'd almost look the same. But when you zoom in on it like that, you're able to see the difference a lot easier, or see the difference, the gap, and it's kind of zoomed in, that it looks like it's a lot larger than it really